Could we have an election in Canada before the Americans go to the polls? Could be. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist for the Toronto Sun. Let me explain this scenario. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but here's what could happen. To see Canada's federal election happen before the Americans choose their next president, and why that plan actually might be beneficial to the Liberals. Again, not saying it'll work, but could be. A lot of could-bes when you're in a minority situation. Well, the Conservatives have made it clear they're going to put forward a non-confidence motion at the earliest possible opportunity. Well, there's been a lot of speculation that it will be about the carbon tax. And while the Bloc has said they won't vote for a non-confidence motion that mentions the carbon tax, doesn't even apply in Quebec, so they don't care. The NDP, they're unlikely to vote for something like that. So would the Conservatives do that? Now we know the answer to that question. As I posted on X early on Wednesday morning, the Conservatives have put out their motion, the wording, and it is very simple. Let me read it to you. The House has no confidence in the Prime Minister and the government. That's it, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. It's going to be very difficult for Jagmeet Singh to continue to declare that the Trudeau government is weak, selfish, beholden to corporate interests, worst thing since sliced bread, all of those things, and yet vote for them. Same with the Bloc Québécois. These guys can't keep saying that this is a horrible government that does nothing for Quebec and then turn around and vote for them. Of course, the Bloc is going to try and negotiate everything they can, but the Conservatives were smart with this wording. If they had gone with flowery, over-the-top language that mentioned the carbon tax or other policies of Justin Trudeau and denounced them, that would have given an easy out for the NDP and the Bloc. And it would have shown the Conservatives aren't serious about trying to force an election. They can make every speech they want now about the carbon tax being the reason we need an election. And Canadians would support them on that. But the parties in the House wouldn't. So they can just mention this in the speeches. It's not in the motion. And this makes it very uncomfortable for the NDP and the Bloc to vote against it. So if they do vote for the motion, when would the election date be? Most likely, November 4th. That is the Monday closest to the time that we need to hold an election. When do Americans vote? November 5th. Now, if that happens, I'm not saying it will, but it's possible. If that happens, expect Justin Trudeau and the Liberals to spend the entire 40-day campaign denouncing Pierre Poilievre and actually just campaigning against Donald Trump and warning Canadians, Donald Trump is bad, Donald Trump is evil, and if you elect Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives, Donald Trump will run Canada. That will effectively be their message. Is it true? No. Is it remotely close to what Poilievre would do if he were in government? No. It doesn't matter, though. It works on the fear factor, and that is all the Liberals have going for them now when they're down at between 22 and 25% in the polls, and they need to scrape back up to that 32, 33% to try and eke out a minority government. This is what they're going to do. So watch for that to happen. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.